What's up guys, Dragonball Black here, and today I wanted to go ahead and talk about AngryJoe and his latest video talking about Dragon Ball Super. This is kind of like a rebuttal video, sort of, in some sense, talking about the importance of someone like AngryJoe endorsing, essentially, from Crunchyroll, Dragon Ball Super. And just kind of correcting some of the stuff that AngryJoe said in his trailer. Very minor things. It's not a negative trash talk video. This is more of a constructive review styled video. And so first let me go ahead and jump right into why it's important. So Dragon Ball Super is not extremely well known as far as Dragon Ball Z is. I know a lot of people that grew up with Dragon Ball Z, know about Dragon Ball Z, but they had no idea there's a show called Dragon Ball Super out. And this is one of those things that it's kind of like, you know, it should be more widespread, seeing as how effective and popular both movies were, Gods of Destruction and Resurrection of F. Not only that, but Dragon Ball Z Kai is extremely popular on Toonami, with Toonami's return, everything like that, and then Dragon Ball Super on Toonami as well has just come out, and it's gotten, I think the views for the first episode were some of the highest the channel or the block has ever seen. So you would think that a lot of people would know about Dragon Ball Super, but that's not the case. A lot of people are still, for the most part, ignorant about Dragon Ball Super, not really knowing too much about it. And so AngryJoe, he's a man of many hats. He's actually one of my favorite YouTubers. He's extremely funny, makes extremely funny videos. Sometimes I don't agree on his reviews, but I like them because of the comedy aspect of it, and I like his reviews for the most part. He actually sees things for the most of the times the same way I see them. So he wears many hats. He dips his finger and toes into many different aspects of genres, video games, media, entertainment, and he was even into Total War, which is what my other channel is about. So, you know, he was in there for a little bit, you know, dipping his toes in there. He likes to review movies, likes to review games. So somebody talking about Dragon Ball Super that can really bring the conversation to a lot more people is pretty damn awesome. I mean, right now his video is sitting at 107,000 views, which is substantial. I mean, he's got 2 million subscribers, so, you know, when you take that into effect, it's kind of a small chunk of it. But I'm pretty sure it's only been out since this morning, so I'm pretty sure that it'll grow as the week will go on. Then you have him at the video at almost 8,000 likes. That's a lot of likes. So the video itself is doing quite well, and it's bringing the message across. He said in the beginning of the video it's a sponsored video from Crunchyroll. He's a big, long-time Dragon Ball Z fan, and I'm surprised he actually has watched all of Dragon Ball Super up until the recent episodes. He's only missed the one with Gohan versus Lavenda. So, and he says he's gonna watch that later on as soon as he can, I guess. So, you know, he's not just making a video just to sponsor it and not know really nothing of it, but he is kind of ignorant of some of the stuff because he's not 100%. It doesn't seem like he's that much like obsessive over it as, say, you know, the Dragon Ball community right now is on every single detail, including myself included. Every single detail that comes out, we make a video about it. We make a post about it. So there's a couple things in his videos that, you know, he was kind of ignorant about, like who the fighters were for Universe 7. Well, you know, we've known for a long time who they are since back in January, the beginning of January, I believe, the end of December. We've gotten promotional material coming out that it's obviously Majin Buu, Krillin, 18, 17, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Master Roshi, Tien, which is an awesome choice, I think, and Piccolo. And he's talking about the same thing that other people say, like, why is, you know, Krillin in there? Why is Master Roshi in there? I mean, you could at least brought some of the boys in there. You could have brought Goten or Goten, Trunks, you know, something like that. It would have been interesting to see a dynamic where, like, they would be like, oh, he's one fused fighter, but, you know, not really, you know, this and that. And he would have been able to he'd have to beat people up in like a half hour, essentially, within the half hour to, you know, be vital to the team. Anyway, I'm going into a rant here, but anyway, yeah, wasn't really aware that those were the fighters. That's one of the big things that I wanted to address from this video. Yes, those are the fighters for Universe 7. So another big thing is he talked about how disappointed he was with Gohan, and so I like this because a lot of people in the Dragon Ball community right now are just so much into Gohan's ass, in my opinion. Like, they're just shoved so far up there that essentially Gohan can do no wrong. It's like the character has no flaws, and they won't own up to the fact that he hasn't been cool since the fight between Lavenda and himself. The last time he was that cool was when he fought Majin Buu, and I'm talking about the Buu tanks, I guess. When he fought Buu tanks or he fought regular Majin Buu, that's the last time he was this cool. He fought in Battle of Gods for a little bit, got his ass kicked. He fought in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super against Beerus, got his ass kicked. He fought against Frieza, got his ass kicked completely. People say that the filler episode where he fights the Wadagash, he was pretty cool. It was not, in my opinion. It was pretty lame. This was the coolest episode that he's ever had. And so this is the rightful episode that we can be like, okay, now he's going on the right track. So I like the fact that AngryJoe kind of acknowledges this. The other thing is that, if you guys didn't know from the video, I have the video in the description below. I have a link to it. Go ahead and check it out. It's a good video if you like AngryJoe. Yes, that is a female Super Saiyan. He did not know. He thought it was Brawly. It's a female Brawly version. We already knew this for a very long time. He's kind of late to the party, but essentially this is a female Brawly, so it's not, he kind of noticed that. He's like, oh, he's got boobs, he got different lips, what's going on here? So, yeah, that's the female Brawly. So, that's just something that I wanted to go ahead and point out there. And last but not least, Whis is the son of the Grand Priest. They are all angels. The Grand Priest is the father of all the angels. He is right to assume or to put two and two together that it seems like the Omni King is more of the supreme god of destruction. We haven't really seen him create anything or talk about creating anything, and it looks like the Grand Priest is probably his angel. Who knows if there's a character above him, but I doubt it. But yeah, so that's gonna be the last thing that I wanted to comment on his video, I believe. But anyway, those are just my thoughts on his video. I actually am a big fan of AngryJoe. I like what he's doing. He's promoting Crunchyroll, which is an awesome website and app if you guys want to go ahead and watch Dragon Ball Super or any other anime. Like a cool anime that I wanted to promote here is Drifters. Go watch Drifters. They got Naruto on there and stuff like that, other things if you haven't watched them yet. But Drifters is actually one of my favorite animes of all time, so go ahead and watch that. They got Berserk on there too. But anyway, those are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know in the comments section below what you guys think of AngryJoe's video. Drop me a like if you like my video. And as always, it's going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.